Conway Regional Health System pregame show tips off tonight, and joining us again, the head coach of the nationally ranked Lady Cats, it's head coach Ashley Hutchcraft. And coach, it's been almost 2 weeks since we last chatted, and at that time you were getting ready to take on Cabot at home, and that was the last time you had a game. So your Lady Cats took care of business, beating Cabot 65-29, and extended what's turned into an impressive win streak this season.
Yeah, it has been a long time since we've played, so we're excited to not have to have another practice plan tonight, and we need to kind of get back into our routine as playoffs are just around the corner. So, we're excited to play Little Rock Central, and honestly, it really didn't matter who we were playing tonight. We're just excited to be on our court and be playing someone else other than ourselves.
I want to ask you a little bit about that, Coach. We'll talk about Central in a second. But so with snow days and this weird schedule that you have to manage now, what kind of is it difficult to keep the team kind of focused and still have that gel during times like this?
It is. It's definitely a challenge that our coaching staff talks about, just how to mix things up. It's been a long time. We've been together over the summer, but since August we have been practicing. So the hardest part is, we laugh about it, but it's truly just practice planning. Just trying to keep everybody excited and know what lies ahead, and then you throw in a game like Little Rock Central after having such a big break. It's just kind of in question how things are going to turn out on the court tonight. So. And then, of course, our conference, we only have 7 teams compared to the West, and that's another unfortunate, disadvantage for every team in our conference. But, if you're trying to see, the perk in it all, not have to worry about an injury or something like that, have some time to rest, it's just a challenge. It's a challenge when you have a group of teenage girls and trying to keep them all focused and engaged. But we hope we can do that and, kind of still keep our edge.
Well, Coach, you've got 3 games left in the regular season, and I think consensus would be that your toughest one left is happening tonight at home against Central. The Lady Tigers certainly have the size and the talent to be disruptive to the way your Lady Cats want to play. Now, these teams slugged it out last month at Central. What's the focus for your team as you get ready for tonight?
I think just playing Conway basketball, trying to get to that up-tempo style of play. They do a great job of slowing us down. They do have, tremendous size that affects us offensively. So we don't want the clock to stop. We want to be able to get rebounds and get into transition, and rebounds are hard to come by against Little Rock Central. So our defensive game plan is going to have to be great. We're going to have to, again, score the basketball. We hope that we can get into kind of a, transition game with them. But if we can't, we got to knock down big shots and, try to be as competitive as we can possibly be.
She's Conway head coach Ashley Hutchcraft, her #1 ranked Lady Cats tip off with Central here in just a few minutes at home on Conway Corp. Coach, as always, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Go Cats.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
welcome back home to Buzz Bowling Arena. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside Tim Roach, and regular season is counting down. Just 3 games left on the schedule for your Conway Lady Cats and Wampus Cats. And tonight, maybe the biggest of the 3 games remaining for your Lady Cats as they play host to Little Rock Central, a rivalry that has grown and grown over the last few years.
No, this has been a great setup for your Lady Cats. Central poses so many problems, and you got a great coach in Marlon. This is just a big matchup, not only for the 6A, but this is a big statewide matchup.
Your Lady Cats still ranked number 1 in the state, 27-1 overall, 9-0 in 6A Central play. The team that is closest behind them is these Lady Tigers, 18-6 overall, 7-2 in 6A Central play. So 2 games back because they've already dropped 1 game to your Lady Cats last month at Central, but they also lost a game to North Little Rock. So the ascent for Central, if they have any hopes of trying to get to that 1 seed, well, number 1, they'd have to get a win tonight, and then they would need some help down the stretch. But this is a team that is coming in swinging and wanting to take down your nationally ranked Lady Cats.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have all the tools for this. They are some things we're not. They're big inside. They have some ball handlers. They know Coach Marlon knows the Lady Cats very well. He's very familiar with the system, and they butted heads plenty of times, including last year's state title game where we came out on the short end of the stick. But what we have is something that they don't have, and that is just a lot of up and down speed and some really good shooters outside.
Yeah, your Lady Cats, they don't want to get into a slow-paced half-court game where you're having to really rely on getting offensive rebounds. It's not a recipe for success against a team like Central. And, hey, your Lady Cats, they did not shoot well last month at Central, but in the second half they were able to pick up that pace, turn turnovers into transition points, and ultimately pull away in the second half.
That was the key to that was Emery Bohannon. She got hot in the third quarter, and they took a deficit at halftime and turned it into a plus in the third quarter and held on at the end.
So your hopes for your Lady Cats, it's a little easier to shoot well here.
It is. A little familiar.
Than it is over on the blacktop at Little Rock Central. All right, just a few moments away from our starting lineups. We'll go ahead and turn things over to Alan Williams on public address.
Welcome to Buzz Bowling Arena for tonight's conference matchup between the Little Rock Central Lady Tigers and your Conway Lady Cats. We ask at this time that you please stand for the recitation of the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, followed by the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Now let's meet the starters for tonight, starting with our visitors from the Little Rock Central. For the Lady Tigers, at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 3, Elise Williams. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 4, Alexis Montgomery. And at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Kai Wilson. At forward, a 5'11" senior, number 33, Taylor Day Davis. And at center, a 6'1" senior, number 42, Amiria Gaston. Head coach for the Lady Tigers is Marlon Williams.
Wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. God not, get the moves, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. The laws loyal with me, we ain't got a count. Zelly on silent, put the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we will cut them out. My barber got me looking hot for every single time.
All right, let's meet your Conway Lady Cat starters for tonight. They are at guard, a 5'7" junior, senior, number 3, Samaya Jordan. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Emery Bohannon. And at guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 12, Trinaya Weston. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 22, Olivia Cox. And at guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 32, Kylie Johnson. Head coach for the Lady Cats is Ashley Hutchcraft. We also have special guests tonight, the 7th grade Bob Courtway Lady Cat basketball team. Welcome, ladies.
All right, special guest tonight, Conway.
Yes. You know, indoctrination into the program begins at a very early age, but this is a great game for them to see. They're right behind the Lady Cats bench, and they'll be able to see, I'm sure, Coach Hutchcraft getting into it.
See and hear.
Yeah,
you know,
you get to you got to experience it.
And we'll be able to see and hear from way up here. That's how it goes.
That's a fair point. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a fair point.
Big time game, 6A Central rivalry here tonight. Conway and Central live for you here on Conway Corp.
Lady Cats start and a man. Kind of switching out as well on top.
Tigers go inside to Kai Wilson. We'll have the first foul called quickly here.
Now, and that's on Bo, and that could change things, some things defensively. We were trying to keep the pass from coming inside with the quick hands of Bo, and she got caught there. Good call.
Wilson, a senior, 5'9".
And that's the thing they're going to do. I mean, they're going to work us over inside because that's where they have the advantage.
The offensive rebound.
She's in the lane too early, and she got away with it. So
feed it inside to Williams off the glass. 3-0 Central starts the game on top.
Yeah.
Trinaya Weston trying to get around the double team. She does. Kick out to Emery Bohannon. Bohannon, long two on the baseline. Kylie getting in there for a jump ball. It'll stay here with your Lady Cats.
Yeah, they were flying out to stop Bo on the three, and they did a good job there. She had the open look, but that's a tough spot. That midi right there at the baseline, that is a tough shot. Just didn't go that time. So they're playing all the way out on man. They're coming out all the way to the ball. They're not backing in. That opens up some penetration opportunities, though, for the two guards, T and Samaya, and there you go, just like that.
Samaya gets in the lane, nowhere to go, and it's going to lead to a turnover.
You expect them to pound it inside as much as they can.
Wilson kicks out to Williams. Williams on the baseline, picks up her dribble. Over to Day Davis, back over to Wilson. Her three is up off the back of the rim. Another offensive rebound for the Lady Tigers. Day Davis puts up a three. She hits it, 6-0. Central starting with a run.
Yeah, she's the real threat at the three-point line is Davis. She's been around a long time, seen the Cats for many years now.
Samaya going to skip it over to Trinaya. Now over to Bohannon. Bohannon gets it into Samaya Jordan. Samaya kick out to Johnson. Kylie's three is up. It's off the mark. Olivia Cox fighting for a rebound. Threw it off of Wilson. And it slowly went out of bounds.
Yeah.
It'll stay with Conway.
Yeah, nobody went for it after that. But they're playing. They're defensively. Yeah, I was surprised she didn't call one already.
Timeout on the floor. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Hutchcraft wants to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
The city of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Back live at Buzz Bowling Arena, 6 seconds on the shot clock here for your Lady Cats.
Got her on the elbow.
That'll send Samaya Jordan to the free throw line.
And even though I know the clock was running down, and so you figure that she's got to create and make something happen there. Personally, that's what I think we're going to have to do, given the current defense that they've set up, is that we're going to have to have some dribble penetration. They are playing us all the way out, not allowing the three-point shot.
Samaya hits the second, gets your Lady Cats on the board. Conway picking up the full court man. Montgomery back over to Wilson. They'll swing it over to the left. Williams gets in the paint, tries to feed it down to Day Davis. Loose ball. It'll stay here with Central.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why that's staying with Central, but you've got, as an example here, you've got Bohannon, who is listed as what, 5'7", and she's playing the 6'1" Taylor Day Davis man. So, I mean, that's the kind of matchup problem that you have. Olivia is our tallest player on the floor, and she's matched up with the 6'1" Gaston. So, I mean, we literally have nobody that we can match up with size-wise down low.
Golly Johnson got a hand on it. Day Davis tracks it down. A shot clock violation against Central.
That's great defense on the Lady Cat side. They did not allow the ball to come inside. If they're going to play man, it's going to be have to be denial on the entry, because they're going to have the size advantage to be able to take advantage of it.
Samaya has it poked away. Both players on the floor. It'll stay here with Lady Cats. 5:10 on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of contact out there out front. Nothing called just yet. Ashley's asking for that. I don't blame her.
Trinaya picks up her dribble.
You don't want to do that.
Should find Samaya.
Already down to 8.
T Making her move. Euro step off the glass. Shania Weston.
She's got that move down, Pat. That is next level stuff there.
Cuts the lead in half. Pokes it away on the other. No, excuse me. That's Kylie Johnson.
Kylie Johnson in there.
Both teams amping up the defense.
Yeah, pressure all the way outside.
Montgomery going to kick it out to Williams. She loses it a little bit. Day Davis now with it. They feed it inside to Gaston. She goes up strong. Nice touch off the glass. 8 points here for Central.
T. Weston with an injury. All right. Brings Carter in, yeah.
But she was favoring her left elbow.
Maybe caught up in some traffic.
Samaya.
Oh, that's
trying
two.
to get the pick from behind. Instead, it's a foul on Williams.
That's her second. Brings in Brown, Chloe Brown in.
Samaya to inbound, gets it to Cox.
That's
Olivia.
a foul. My gosh.
All kinds of contact there. Tried to get it to Emery Bohannon. Pass coming in a little too hot. It's out on your Lady Cats.
Well, they're allowing a lot of contact out on the edges out here.
8-3, Central on top. We got an offensive foul away from the ball. I believe this is going to be on Gaston. That'll be her first.
Third team foul for Central. And quite frankly, probably should have 5 or 6 if you go by Tim rules.
I like Tim rules.
Shoot that.
Samaya pulls up on the 3. Rattles around. Carter gets a rebound.
See, and that's a foul over the back.
A little nudge led to
Yeah.
the travel.
I mean, she got pushed. Good quick feet that time by Jordan.
Emery Bohannon steps in front, steals it away, controls it down floor.
Get in.
Can't get the bucket, but gets the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Great defensive. That starts with defense to leads to offense. She took care of the ball down the sidelines. I thought she was not going to be able to get there in time, but she did. Created the contact. She was always had the Central player on her backside, so she beat her to the spot.
Hits the first, in checks in Onyango. Rosabella Onyango, sophomore forward for Central.
Who was that on the foul for them? Was it?
I believe it was Wilson.
Was it Wilson? Okay.
Could be wrong though.
No, you may be right because I thought if it was 42, that's 2 on her, but it's not.
Bo hit them both, cuts the lead down to 3. Day Davis working on Bohannon.
Oh, no.
They'll call her for the defensive foul.
Oh, my gosh. That is, she literally shoved her with her off arm. That is so awful.
Sends Day Davis to the free throw line. She misses the first. So 14 fouls against Central, 2 against your Lady Cats, and that's both of those
on Bo.
on Emery Bohannon.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Day Davis hits the second, 9-5, Central on top. They get it to Samaya.
Puts a lot of the pressure now on Samaya Jordan as the key offensive threat here. Kylie can absolutely do it as well.
Samaya finds a seam. Over to Carter. Carter. The call for 3 seconds. Just didn't go up with it in time.
Well, this defense by Central is really, really good. They're tough.
It's on Onyango. They feed it down to Day Davis. Kick out. Good ball movement from Central. Nyong'o going up strong. Shot too hard. Johnson with the rebound.
Pushing.
Kylie takes it end to end. Can't get the touch off the glass. Olivia Cox colliding at midcourt with Ray Brown.
Well, that was I mean, you hate all the contact, but that's a good foul there because that was a breakaway if not.
Is the first against Olivia.
Man, this score with 2.5 left, 5-9.
Kylie Johnson steps in front, flashing the speed again, finishes at the rim, 9-7. Lady Cats have cut the lead down to 2.
Don't foul.
Wilson draws the contact from Samaya Jordan. 4th team foul against Conway. First on Jordan.
It's watching Ashley work is so cool. She's getting a conversation with the official.
I don't know how much of a conversation.
It didn't. I don't know that it went anywhere, but boy, there's been some. It's been a tough quarter, let's just say.
Both free throws sunk. Extends the lead back to 3. 2:10 to play here in the first quarter. Chennai gets it over to Samaya. Samaya saving that pass.
Well, the complexion of our offense really changes with Bo out, obviously, because what you don't have is you don't have the dribble penetration and the kick opportunity as much. She brings the defense out.
Chennai.
That's what you got to do.
The screen from Olivia had just enough. She draws the foul. 5 team fouls against Central. That's the first on Nyong'o.
That is what you have to do. That's going to be the key here is if they'll call the contact, you're just going to dribble penetrate because they are not allowing the 3 to get off. I mean, how many threes have we taken so far? Have we taken any? One. We've taken 1 that I'm aware of. And that was, 2. We've taken 2 threes, both missed, one by Samaya and one by Kylie. Bo hasn't even gotten one off yet.
Well, and she's not going to for a while.
She's not. She's not. Well, I'll tell you, I mean, if we can just stay close here for a while, every minute that goes by with her on the bench and we are able to maintain connection, that's critical for us.
Trinaya hit them both. Cuts it down to 1. Central gets it across midcourt. Day Davis working the left baseline. Shot is short, gets her own rebound. Put back short again. Trinaya with the rebound.
Right, great rebound from T.
She'll take it end to end. A lot of contact, no call.
Got to make sure we get down the court, stop the ball.
Day Davis pulls up the free throw line. It's short. Cox battling in there, gets it over to Johnson. They swing it up floor to T. Nice control off the glass. Conway, first lead of the first quarter.
Oh, it looked like Samaya was reading the. That's
Cox
great.
Steps in front. Over to Trinaya. Draws the contact as she got Montgomery up in the air. 1:04 on the clock, and T. Weston back at the free throw line.
Great anticipation by Olivia Cox there at midcourt. Saw the pass coming, stepped right in front. T doing a great job right now of getting the contact in. Still a minute left in this quarter. We're in the bonus.
A little too long on the first. Arena filling in on a Friday night.
Yeah.
First Friday night game we've had.
Yeah, fixing to say it's
conference.
Yeah, finally, and everybody wanting out of the house after some days inside with the cold weather.
T missed them both.
Yeah, you got to have those. If we're going to create contact, you got to convert at the free throw line.
Carter chasing behind Brown. Wilson on the baseline. Shot is up, it's short. Rebound Central. Put back won't go, but gets the contact. 48 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Central back at the free throw line. That's 2 on Olivia Cox.
Yeah, I was wondering when we see the Mariah Wilson entry point, and here it is. She'll come in for Olivia.
Free throw woes happening on both sides.
This is two teams playing some pretty good defense. The fouls will tell you the story. Both of them are in the bonus now, but
Tie ball game. T over to Samaya.
that's a foul.
Samaya lost control. Central had some numbers. Conway recovered. Another foul on your Lady Cats.
That's going to be the second on Samaya. We're going to see the long bench tonight for both teams. I think you're going to see a lot of substitutions that you may not necessarily see in a normal case, but you're going to see a lot of them tonight. The way that both teams are playing defense, it's a recipe for a lot of players to come in the ballgame.
Very physical game here in the first quarter. Samaya going to stay on the floor.
Into the lane too early.
That's not the first time that's happened.
First time it's been called. First officially.
Shot clock is off. Lady Cats trailing by 1.
I mean, they are picking up before half court. I mean, this is, there you go. That's what you need to do. Get around and dribble penetrate, create some chaos.
Clock down to 15. Samaya making her move. Kicks out to Mariah. Wilson's 3 off the mark. Central has a chance. Great defense from Carter. Keeps the Lady Tigers from getting a shot off. But Central with the 1-point lead, 12-11. Second quarter coming up next on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Well, an intense defensive effort from both sides here in the first quarter. Central has the edge by 1.
Yeah, this is kind of what you, if you want to defend, if you want to be able to beat Conway, the thing that you have to do is you have to stop the 3, number 1, and you have to make sure that you're putting us on the line if you're going to make a stance. And what they're doing is they're guarding the ball all the way out to the perimeter, picking us up at half court, and it's tight man. So it all depends on how the officials are going to call the game.
Lady Cats attempted 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. Did not connect on any of them.
That's got to be an all-time low, by the way, at least in attempts.
Sometimes you get 3 on a possession. Try and feed it inside. Knocked
Good
away.
hands.
Feed it up to Mariah. Easy bucket for the sophomore.
Quick timeout by Marlon.
Marlon Williams wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. Conway up by 1 here in the second quarter on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
So, Tim, a quick timeout. Why do you think we saw that?
I think he picked up something defensively. We made the switch, and we basically almost like in a zone here. Yeah. 2-3 zone.
Double dribble, turnover, Central.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, we've seen this employed against the Lady Tigers in the past.
Yeah, and I think it's almost like it's, pardon the pun, but it's a defensive move because we are in such foul trouble with some of our key players. So Samaya's playing with 2.
Emery has 2. She's still on the bench.
And Olivia's has 2. She's on the bench. So you really, to play man, be kind of tough at this point. So it dictates a little change, and she did it. Oh, nice.
Pulls up.
Wow, that's got to go. Good shot.
Central on the other end. Wilson trying to work the baseline. Has to kick it out. They get it down to Gaston, and who's right there? Zakira Carter.
Yeah, she's great defensively. She really is a heavy player.
Jump ball will go to Conway.
They got away with the push off on the baseline. I mean, really a forearm shiver.
T brings it up. They try to feed it down to Zakira. And pass a little behind her.
I think they've changed their defense as well. That almost looked zone-ish right there. They weren't as content on staying tight on the man. Maybe a switch zone.
Day Davis almost traveled.
Yeah, almost being a really kind word.
They swing it around, feed it down to Gaston. Samaya Jordan going to end up with it, and she's fouled quickly by Wilson.
That's her second.
Yeah.
And when you play this the thing about it is when you ramp up defensive pressure and you're playing that intense, it's very easy to do those kind of fouls because you're so intent on stopping the ball. She really didn't have the advantage there at all. No value in that one.
Samaya working around the free throw line, kicks it out to the freshman.
Nope,
Williams.
nobody there. Yeah, she got caught down low. Yeah. Ashley coaching us just take the ball, step and turn, figure out another option other than throwing it back out. Still trapping, though. If he goes into the corner over there, we're trapped. That's a good feed.
They get it down inside, and Central regains the lead after the bucket from Onyango. Wilson tried to get it to Jordan.
That's a
She's
foul,
fouled.
by the way. Yeah.
No call. She'll finish it the hard way.
No, she's so good inside. Has so creative at the basket.
That's off Gaston's hand. Another turnover by Central.
Well, this is the kind of thing that Ashley wanted to do, kind of get it going quickly, get them moving maybe a little faster than what they're used to, and causes some connection problems there. The pass down low. Nope. That's a dangerous pass.
Wilson trying to get around the baseline, draws the contact.
That's 2
from
on
Onyango.
That's 2 on her.
Emery Bohannon checks back in.
Emery's just got to play smart here. She came out with what, probably at least half. No, she got 2 early fouls, so more than half of the first quarter she had to sit out, and then now 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in.
So Cox back in as well. Samaya, Olivia, and Emery all with 2 fouls. Samaya pulls up for the deep 3. Off the mark. Cox got a hand on it, but Central will control.
Just got to get back court. There you go.
Wilson over to Williams. Try and swing it around. T. Weston was there. Couldn't snag it quite in time. Central inbound from the baseline.
That's the thing that the Lady Cats are absolutely known for is their deflections. Sometimes it works against you. You get a deflection and then an open shot.
Wilson's 3 off the mark. Kylie Wilson had the position locked out, and they're going to call her for a foul, saying she hooked her.
Oh, my gosh. That's so bad. Oh.
Day Davis's 3 is up. She's got 2 here in the first half. Samaya, deep 3 at the top of the key. Cox will end up with the rebound. She goes up strong. Johnson gets the rebound. She goes up. The Lady Cats can't convert.
Yeah, you're gonna have to nail one of those.
Turnover on Central. Coach Hutchcraft wants her Cats to pick up the speed.
That's it right there.
Johnson's 3 is open. Emery Bohannon chased it down, throws it off of Wilson.
Boy, every point is just a fight right now.
They try to feed it into the freshman. A foul will be called on Gaston. That is going to be her second.
This is just going to be who's going to flinch? Who's going to flinch first? You got Bo playing for 2 with 2.
Central's got 4 players on the floor with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I mean it's just you.
Bohannon from the whiskers, just a little short.
That's her first good look, and it was from deep. That's 2 deflections in that one pass.
Kylie got a hand on it again, leads to a steal. They get it back up to Johnson with the left hand. Tie ball game again.
Got to watch down low. Yeah.
Get it down to Gaston. Gaston regains the lead. Up to Johnson. Lady Cats playing with speed. Tied again. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Flurry of activity here. Careful, no foul. Don't want to get a foul out there.
Day Davis is open. Her shot won't go. T gets another rebound. Excuse me, that was Johnson. Now T has the ball. Using the speed, her shot is blocked.
Oh, my God.
They'll call the foul on Samaya. Her third.
That is so awful.
Sends Wilson to the free throw line. Carter will check in, and Samaya probably going to sit the rest of the first half, I would imagine.
She has 3.
She has 3.
Yeah.
Wilson hits them both.
Central's got the same kind of problem too. I mean, that's a key contributor for us, but they've got, to your point, they've got 3 players on the floor with 2.
Foul called on Brown. That is just her first. 4th team foul against Central. Bohannon, no hesitation. Shot won't go. Johnson with the rebound. Her putback won't go.
See, that's got to go. That's good.
Day Davis on the other end. She gets the bucket. It's a 4-point lead for Central. Biggest lead here in the second quarter.
Unbelievable. You get an open 3 tonight that's 2 or 3 feet behind. You got to go help. There you go.
T kicks it out to Bohannon. 3 is up. It won't go. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Day Davis is open. 3 is up, and she hit it. I think that's her third.
Wow, 7. Now it's arched to a 7-point lead for Central.
Biggest lead of the game. Bohannon draws the contact. 1:04 to play here in the second quarter. Emery Bohannon heads to the free throw line.
That's 3 on Kai Wilson. Wow.
Bradford checks in for Wilson.
It's one of those nights right now. Every free throw going to be mattered tonight.
Bo hits the second.
Need to stop.
He almost stole it away. Brown.
Oh, she walked.
Bradford ends up with the easy bucket. And lead up to 8. Bohannon at the free throw line. A little too long. Cox had to step in front and cut it off. She'll be called for the foul, and that is her third.
What's the biggest deficit we've had at halftime this year? 6?
I think we were down to 8 at North Little Rock.
8 at North Little Rock.
And I think we were down 6 at Central at halftime.
Okay. Kylie Johnson coming off a little bit, limping just a little bit. Go take a look at Jacobs. Going to go take a look.
Both free throws missed. Cadence Turner in the game.
Yeah. Going to hope for the final shot. Got to go now.
T. Floater. Won't go. Mariah Wilson fighting for a rebound. And time will run out here in the first half. Central takes an 8-point lead into the locker room here at the half. 28-20 over your Lady Cats.
What a night.
Tough first half, big defensive effort. And the offense just kind of fizzled out here in the second quarter.
When you're not knocking down the threes, that's going to be a bit of a problem.
Well, not just not knocking them down, but not getting a lot of looks either.
Now, had a couple of clean looks that we should have made. You know, you can count the putbacks that we have not been able to make underneath the basket, and so it's just been one of those nights. It looks a lot like what we saw at Little Rock Central about a month or so ago.
All right, here at halftime, going to have a performance from the Conway Step Team.
And a big round of applause for Conway Step.
Conway Step here at halftime. Time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show.
Hi, my name is Dr. Austin Cole. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specialized in sports medicine. Work here at Cosmic, or Conway Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center. After I did medical school in Little Rock, went over to South Carolina for 5 years, so a general orthopedic surgery residency. But there also, I sought that out because of the sports medicine experience. So with Stedman Hawkins, kind of a big name there, as well as working with Clemson Athletics. After that, I went to Kansas City for sports medicine fellowship. There I partook with care of Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals, KU Athletics, learned up-to-date techniques. So what motivated me to return to Conway is that I grew up here. I actually played football here at Conway High, and I do have family in medicine, so I always kind of thought about being a physician. That was a lot of my impetus to become an orthopedic surgeon and in sports medicine. With sports medicine, one aspect is we do a lot of stuff outside the clinic, outside the OR. We cover different sporting events around training room and help athletes get better from simple sprains or tendon injuries, muscle injuries. And so I think I'm bringing some unique ideas and techniques with my experience with the various professional collegiate athletics. I always had in my mind that I wanted to bring what I learned and that expertise back to this area and then just care for the community, the people, and the city that I love so much. What I'm most excited about working with the team here is I think the impact they've already made on the community and continue to make. All these providers at Conway Regional Health System are in it for the right reasons. They genuinely care about patient health, and so I don't think you can get that in many other places.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers, an exceptional team of nurses, to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Well, defensive pressure intense on both sides of the ball in the first half. Very interesting first quarter, but second quarter, foul trouble and just difficulty getting a lot of good looks. And then when they did, your Lady Cats just not able to convert, and it ends up being an 8-point deficit here at the half.
Well, when you miss some threes that you count on, so part of their offense that they normally count on is completely gone at this point. No threes.
0 for 9.
No threes. And so when that's a huge part of your game, there's Coach
Kemper and, of course, Haley Estes, the assistant coach for the Lady Cats. Her father, Mark Estes, to her left.
Yep. Here, not watching the 3 go down, that's probably disappointing. But
a little frustrating.
But here's the deal. The credit to Central. They played some really good defense, and they played us all the way out. Now, defensively, we made a couple of changes that slowed down a few things, but they got some baskets on transition because of the missed threes, the long rebounds, and the runouts.
So we talked about 0 for 9 from the 3. The other factor is Central out-rebounding your Lady Cats 20-13. Now, you expect to be out-rebounded, but when the three-point shot is just completely absent, it's making things difficult.
It will, and you add to that we've not had our starting 5 on the floor for much of this game at all. As soon as you got Bo back in the game, you lost Samaya Jordan, and you lost Olivia Cox. So, yeah.
So what do you think the message was at
halftime?
Know,
I think it's, calm down, play good, hard defense, try to avoid the silly fouls. We're still going to have to – I think we stay in the zone, to be honest with you. And we've got to penetrate and kick. We either have to finish at the basket well, make our free throws, or we're going to have to penetrate and kick. We need the 3. I think it is just keep shooting them. They're going to start to fall.
All 5 starters back on the floor for your Lady Cats. I know Samaya has 3 fouls. I think
Olivia
has 3 as well.
Yeah, and Bo has 2. So Bo salvaged her foul problem to the second half, but we still basically have Olivia and Samaya with 3 each, and that's a problem.
6A Central basketball live on Conway Corp. Montgomery puts up a 3. A great start here in the second half for Central.
An 11-point deficit for your Lady Cats.
Montgomery gets the steal. Over to Brown. Day Davis going to be called for the offensive foul.
That's a good call. I know Marlon doesn't like it, but that's a good call. When you make contact and you extend that arm out a little bit, you're going to get that most times.
Trinai kicks out to Samaya. Over to Cox.
Yes,
T.
that's
From the elbow. Won't go.
That's the shot you want right there. That's a great move. Good
Samaya
job.
gets a hand on it. She's got the steal. Samaya's fouled. Second foul against Central here in the first minute of the third quarter.
You're going to start to rack up if you don't. So that may change the defensive pressure decisions that Central has to make if you continue to foul.
Swinging around.
Oh.
Tried to get it back to Samaya. Instead, it ends up with Bohannon. Emery got just enough of a seam and gets it off the glass.
Man, that was a great move. There's no room in the end there, and she just absolutely squeaked it through.
Trinaya stepped in front, got the steal. T loses control on the other end, but then she'll finish it up.
I think she got away with the double dribble there, to be honest with you, but Marlon's disgusted. Oh, you don't pick up the ball there.
Day Davis. Long 2 on the baseline. Samaya Jordan with the rebound. Up to T.
Kick it to Bo right there.
Over to Bo. Her 3 is up. 0 for 10. Lady Cats from 3. And a quick foul. That's going to be on Kylie. That's her second.
Yeah. I like the pace of this, though, better. It's a little bit out there. So you got Carter in for T. Struggling a little bit from the floor. She's making some great moves at the basket, though. Just hasn't gone yet. Wow, close. That was close.
Day Davis pulls up for 2. Another rebound for Carter.
And she's just a good player. I like watching her play.
Up to Bohannon. Off the glass. 4 points here quickly in the third quarter for Emery, and the lead down to 5.
Emery gets hot. Heat check. There you go.
Olivia Cox steps in front. Up to Bo. A great defensive effort from Montgomery. She comes in and strips it away. It's out of bounds. Will stay with Conway. Got a timeout. I think it's Central. We'll take it 2. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
UCA Sugar Bear head coach Tony Kemper and former Conway Lady Cat Haley Estes. She's an assistant coach for the Sugar Bears, and they've got a few UCA commits on the floor here tonight.
Yeah,
for
they do.
Conway.
Boy, I mean, and they took one on the chin last night against an absolute beast in the ASUN, Florida Gulf Coast, who made 9 of their first 9 shots. And but boy, they battled back and they played hard.
We need your Lady Cats to go on a run like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's make 9 in a row now. Yeah,
that would be ideal. Conway will inbound from the baseline. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time here. Long inbound to Samaya. Back over to Bo. Bo goes up with the three. It'll go out of bounds.
So she didn't really get rhythm there, and she caught it double clutched and then put it up. That's just got to go when you go. I know she has the confidence to do that. She just needs to let it go. I know it hadn't fallen tonight.
Samaya got a hand on it, then got it back, trying to pass it up to Mariah Wilson. Instead, she's fouled. That's 3 team fouls against Central.
Taylor Day Davis picking up the foul. They have 2 on the board. Is it 2, Levi?
That's what it says, yeah. So Central, 4 players on the floor right now with 2 fouls.
There you
and
go.
It feeds it into Wilson. Mariah makes her move. Kicks it over to Samaya. Olivia Cox with the offensive rebound, and she gets the bucket.
They got the contact too, didn't get the call, but that's a great finish by Olivia.
Lady Cats almost stole it away somehow. Central gets out of it.
I don't know how she kept control there.
Feed it down to Gaston. An easy bucket for her.
Yeah, we got to once we get the chaos at one side of the floor, we have to pick up on the backside. Gaston's kind of just floating there, waiting for the ball to come her way.
Emery's three is up. It's short.
Walk.
Montgomery gets away with one.
Oh my gosh.
Emery Bohannon almost got a steal. Day Davis turns around, jumper is short. Samaya pushes it up floor to Bohannon. Bohannon gets around one, gets her own rebound, goes up again. Another offensive rebound for Bohannon. Finally gets the foul call.
I mean, it takes going to the floor to get one.
That's the third on Onyango.
Wow.
I'm doing my best to keep my inner Tim Roach at bay.
Yeah, no. Welcome to my world all the time. Come on, Bo. 3 in for Central, 1 in for Conway.
Trania Weston checks back in. Emery missed them both.
Wow. Tough night at the line for the Lady Cats. They're not shooting well from the line. Good.
Stolen away. Up to T. T took it all the way, but no foul call.
Oh, my gosh.
Central with it again. And the technical foul going to be called on Ashley Hutchcraft. And that will send Kai Wilson to the free throw line.
I mean,
Wilson knocks them both down. Lead back to 7. And possession here for Central.
Well, 7-point lead now. It's ballooned after the technical fouls.
Carter going to be called for the foul on Bradford.
That was a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Kylie Johnson checks in. And Carter will come off.
She plays such good defense. I love Carter on the defensive side.
Get the inbound to Williams. Her three is up, and it's good. 10-point lead for Central. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Back in 30 on Conway Corp.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
The Lady Cats got it down to 3 at one point, but the lead has ballooned back to 10 for Central. Biggest lead of the game was 11 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's been some missed opportunities for sure. That's absolutely true. However, it's just been tough for the Lady Cats to get anything to go on a consistent basis. Made a good run, then step back, and then you get a technical foul on coach, and just hasn't been a good quarter, to be honest.
3:30 to play here in the third quarter. Samaya feeds it down to Cox. Cox fouled hard by Bradford, and she'll head to the free throw line.
All right, so we're in the bonus for the remaining part of the quarter, 3:21 left.
Olivia hits the first. And misses the second. Lady Cats shooting 50% from the free throw line tonight.
That's not going to get it. You want to get better than that. So
Lady Cats back in man. Three minutes to go here in the third quarter. T. Weston poked it away. Chased it down. It'll be a jump ball. Possession, Conway.
all right, chance to pick up an extra basket here. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have some threes? We don't have any yet, correct?
0 for 12.
Wow, that's you know, foul trouble aside, that's a problem for us because we shoot it so much.
Olivia Cox with the offensive rebound, the putback. She's fouled. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go back to the line for two.
So they have, I think they have a couple of reserves out. They have at least one reserve out there. One. Going to get some help to come back in now, but not a good shooting night by your Lady Cats so far. They're going to have to heat up big time.
Well, and you got to think a lot of that is just how much energy is being expended defensively.
Yeah.
Some tired legs.
You think, and it's missed both of them, so you got to think that the energy would work itself into some offensive opportunities. It just hasn't worked out that way.
Davis gets in the lane, gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be the fourth on Olivia Cox.
I have no words for that. So you got to overcome. You got to overcome.
Mariah Wilson checks in. Officials talking something over here. They're going to converse some more. Two officials not in agreement about something. One official will come over to the scorer's table. Oh, I think they counted the basket, but maybe they're disputing that now.
He didn't show count the basket. He called the block. They're calling it, putting up two.
Okay, so basket needs to come off. It's 38-29. There we go. I guess that's what they were trying to figure out there.
Yeah. Tommy McMillan down there making sure they had everything right before they proceeded. Good job there. And rebounding, we knew going into the night was going to be a problem, and it reared its head again there.
Wilson, hard off the glass, gets her own rebound. Second chance won't go either. The Lady Cats going to be called for a travel on the exchange between Wilson and Weston. Henry Bohannon got a hand on it. She's shoved to the ground by Day Davis, and then Carter going to be called for the foul.
Lady Cats are now have put Central in the bonus.
10-point lead for the Tigers. Day Davis makes it 11.
He just made Ashley put her chair back closer to the bench.
Brown checks back in for Central.
11-point lead.
Day Davis short on the second. And Carter having trouble. I think she's good now, but Maya feeds it into Johnson. Johnson makes her move. They'll wave it off. So the foul was before the shot.
That'll be her third.
Who is that on?
Gaston, yeah. Got to make every opportunity at the free throw line. We're just going to have to get every scrap for every point. You know, at this point, you just got to think: have they just really kind of the flow of the game is just completely out of whack now, and they're thinking about everything rather than just playing the game. You can't let you really just can't let stuff. You can let fans like me. Let it get to you because you don't play the game. You really have to stay focused here, and just try to chip away as best you can. Forget the calls. Forget all that stuff.
Cats dialing up the pressure, trying to get the trap.
They're going to go back door here in a second.
Skip past to Day Davis.
There it was.
Soft shot, rolls out. They feed it up to Johnson. Great pass from Samaya Jordan, but Johnson can't finish. Day Davis kicks it down. They'll call an offensive foul. And Day Davis, Emery Bohannon picking up the charge.
Yeah, she had great position there. So far out into the lane, the jump pass just didn't work. She was just going too fast. Great job by Emery getting in front.
Risky choice for Emery. She's got 3 fouls, but it paid off.
You got to go. Actually, she's got 2. Emery's got 2 still.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I was looking at
Samaya. Yeah.
Johnson over to Bohannon. 3 is up. Off the back of the rim. Montgomery finds Brown. They kick it out. 3 won't fall. Offensive rebound for Central. Samaya Jordan knocks it out of bounds and stay with the Lady Tigers. Feed it inside, great pass. The Tigers fail to convert.
Try to feed it up to T. She saves it
wow.
somehow, working the baseline over to Johnson. Lead down to 8.
Great save by T there. I thought there was no chance.
Shakira Carter steps in front. Over to Johnson. Up to T. Weston. Down to 6. Shot clock is off. Final 15 seconds here in the third quarter. They get it down to Bradford. Up and under won't go. 10 seconds. They feed it up to Johnson. She wasn't ready.
Oh, man. Got to keep your head on the swivel there. Good thought by Bo. I think Kylie was just trying to find position down there and never saw the ball coming.
7 seconds.
That's a bad spot to be in right there.
Montgomery. Over to Day Davis. 3 is up. Off the glass, won't fall. The Lady Cats were down by as much as 11. They cut it to 6 as we head to the fourth quarter. Coming up next on Conway Corp.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on.
Your Conway Lady Cats 0 for 14 from the 3. They're shooting 44% from the free throw line. But the defensive effort somehow still has Conway in striking distance as we head to the final quarter.
Well, if both aren't working, you've got to at least have one really working hard. And so defensively, they are doing that. The 3 has got to drop at some point in time. You've got to think that it's just percentages weigh that out. I don't know. You'd have to really go back a long way to find a game where the Lady Cats did not score from 3. Probably since the invention of the three-point line. I'm going to go back that far.
Certainly not in the Ashley Hutchcraft era.
What they're having to do here, they're making some changes. They're changing the seating on the bench. It's weird. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Yep.
Easy look, but blocked by T. Weston. I thought it went out of bounds off of Wilson. Instead, it'll stay here with Central as Olivia Cox checks in.
Oh, they're completely out of bounds on Central. Wow. Bad break for your Lady Cats there because that was totally out. What a block.
Carter got a hand on it. What? And they're going to call the foul on Elise Williams.
They may be talking about an intentional foul here. Intentional foul.
Wow.
So that's 2 shots in the ball.
So what do you think happened there?
Well, she had her beat and she grabbed her.
Okay.
And
grabbed her.
yeah, if it's from behind.
An opportunity here for your Lady Cats to make up some ground.
Just a superior effort that time by Takara. Got him. Man.
Kira misses them both. Kylie Johnson checks in.
Hey, what's our percentage on free throws?
Well, it was 44%.
It got worse.
Before those 2 free throws.
So it got worse.
Lady Cats 8 for 20.
Whew. All right, settle in here. You got to really gain some ground here. Had an opportunity to get 4.
Get it down to Johnson. Johnson cuts it down to 4.
He's trying to get Taylor Day Davis in.
Wilson. Almost stolen away by Johnson. Williams' shot is up, won't go. Cox with a big rebound.
Stolen away.
An easy bucket for Central. They feed it up to Johnson on the other end, and Johnson answers back.
Great run out by Johnson. They're trying to keep, the Lady Cats are trying to keep the back cut from happening. That's off of Central.
Off Central, Conway basketball. Taylor Day Davis checks back in for Onyango.
She has 3 fouls, so not a major worry for them, but a lot of fouls on the board. You got Lady Cats, you got Olivia with 4 and Samaya with 3. That's the trouble for the Lady Cats.
Johnson all the way in, shot won't go. Jordan with the rebound. Kicks it over to T. T's shot is short. Day Davis ends up with it.
Don't foul there, Olivia. Couple of good looks there.
Brown gets inside, misses the shot. They say it's out on Conway.
Come on.
Ashley Hutchcraft wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Back live at Buzz Bowling Arena. Somehow, Tim Roach, is a 4-point game when your Lady Cats have been down by as much as 11.
Yeah, in this period. And so it's a quick run. We got a couple of breakaways that we cashed in on. Did not got an intentional foul that we did not cash in on because we didn't get the 2 free throws to go down. So it is. What would you say the free throw? What is it? How many?
8 for 20.
8 for 20.
That's
all right.
40%.
So 12 points missed that were given to you that you earned, and you got to cash in on all those. On a game like tonight, you got to do that.
Day Davis, she got away from Bohannon and got the easy bucket.
Back to a 6-point lead.
Emery shot up with no hesitation. And Day Davis secures the rebound.
Yeah, she got away with a little bit of a push off. Now we're got numbers.
Jordan made up for it. Coming in and almost got away with the steal.
Standing tough man here. They've abandoned the 2-3 zone at this point.
Williams off the glass.
Good move there.
Back to 8. Bohannon gets the contact. This one will be on Gaston.
That's 4 on Gaston.
That'll bring back in Onyango, which I think Onyango.
She has 3.
She has 3.
Yeah. Those look good.
Errant pass stolen away by Johnson. T.
Yeah.
Got her man up, kicks back out to Bohannon. Henry Bohannon's three won't fall. Wow. Central has numbers on the other end. And they capitalize.
See, they've really hurt us on that, and that's really not our. That's something we don't give up much. But they have. We've had to put so many people to try to get a rebound that we're losing track on who's running out.
Great flash of speed from T. Conway cuts it back to 6. Get it into Wilson.
Great
Stolen
hands.
away. Samaya up to Bohannon. Bohannon with the lay-in. Get it back to 4.
We did a better job that time of getting back. Had 2-on-2. We've had several times where it's been 2-on-1.
Wilson.
That's
Gets the
5.
foul called on Olivia.
That'll be it for Olivia.
Kara Carter checks in.
Well, we lose some height there. You'll expect to see Wilson in at some point in time. From a defensive perspective, Carter gives you a lot of energy and a lot of deflection of balls inside. She gives up a lot of height, and that's going to be the downside.
Wilson hitting some big free throws. Gets the lead back to 6 for Central. Samaya Jordan's 3 is up. And the three-point shooting woes continue.
Wow. You just got to find a way to stay in it and try to get one or two of these threes to go. It'll change the game if they can get it.
Try to feed it inside. It'll stay with Central. Is Kylie Johnson the last to touch it?
Yeah, it barely grazed her, but it was a good call.
Freshman's had a good game tonight. Leads the Lady Cats with 13 points. Wilson feeds it down to Williams. Rebound, Onyango. Second chance won't go. Carter brings it out. It's stolen away by Williams. Block. Samaya Jordan finds the seam, draws the foul. That will be on Brown.
Just her second, but it's the 4th team foul on Central in the quarter, so we'll be in the bonus from here. We only have one foul on the Lady Cats this quarter.
First points for Samaya here in the second half.
Just her 4th point. I mean, you've got 15 points right now between Bo and Samaya, and boy, that's stark contrast from what you've seen on game to game for the Lady Cats. They're your 2 scoring leaders on a normal basis.
She hits them both. She's got 5. Wilson over to Gaston. Bucket and the foul. Gaston will have a chance at the 3-point play.
Chance to make it a 7-point ball game.
And she does.
Looks like they're backing off into somewhat of a zone here.
Tried to feed it into Johnson, stolen away.
Now a lot of contact, no call.
No damage done. T. Weston with the rebound. And she's fouled. That is Brown. Fourth team foul against the Lady Tigers. Samaya Jordan will inbound.
They're going to guard against the three here. Kick it to Kylie. She's got it open.
Kylie back out to Bohannon. Over to T. T working the baseline. Gets the ball back herself. Over to Johnson. Johnson's floater rolls in. .222 to play. 5-point lead for Central.
Need a stop here. You got to have a really good defensive possession.
Wilson. Shot won't go. Williams with the rebound. Bohannon. A dogfight down there, but they'll call the timeout. Or they'll give the timeout to Coach Marlon Williams.
Oh, it's a huge call.
We'll take it as well.
Wow.
Back in 30 seconds on Conway Corp.
Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp. Always on.
Back live here at Buzz Bowling Arena. That's the Bob Courtway 7th grade girls, I believe.
It is. Welcome to Buzz Bowling Arena. That's good to see them sitting together, watching the game together.
Wilson will inbound for Central. Williams in the lane. Shot is short. Wilson with the rebound. Put back will go. Back out to 7.
Yeah, offensive rebound, just a killer for the Lady Cats tonight.
Samaya lost control. Central will end up with it. They get it up to Brown, and T will send Brown to the line.
Runouts have killed the Lady Cats tonight. Central's done a really good job of getting the ball way up the floor very quickly with one long pass and creating some mismatches, and it's hurt them tonight.
Samaya found a lane she liked, lays it in, back down to 7.
Foul a couple of times here too. Does not put them in the bonus yet. They got one more to go.
Offensive foul. Who's the call on it?
It was
Williams.
Yeah, Williams.
She's got 4.
Need a quick one here.
Samaya, floater off the glass. It goes. Day Davis
Wow.
tipped it over to Wilson, back over to Williams.
Need to. Wow.
Brown saved it.
And she
Day
traveled.
Davis's 3 is up. It's short. Wilson, offensive rebound. Gets it to fall.
That's a huge basket for Central.
Central calls a timeout. They got a 7-point lead with 50 seconds to play here in the game. We'll take a break as well on Conway Corp.
We don't schedule the appointments, but we connect them. We don't read the x-rays, but we stream them. We don't handle the procedures, but we power them. Here's to running the things that make business run smoothly. Conway Corp, always on.
Back at Buzz Bowling Arena, fans a little frustrated. Classy students showing up though.
Yeah, they haven't. There's Greg Hughes down there as well. I think I'm not sure if they're picking out people to shoot or what they're doing down there. But I think one of the things he's saying is, hey, you got to kind of calm it down over here.
Well,
had some conversations with the officials earlier. I don't blame them, by the way. I don't blame them. It's been a difficult night all the way around. Pick a topic on this game, and it's been difficult. Threes, free throws, sometimes defense.
it's Maya Jordan in the paint. Won't go. Lady Cats get the steal, up to T. Got the bucket and a timeout for Ashley Hutchcraft. 33.1 on the clock.
Full timeout.
Full timeout, we'll take it as well. Back in 30 seconds on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than just exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends.
With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
Come back here, Tim, and you're shaking your head a little bit.
Well, I mean,
what's going on?
Well, in my mind, I mean, we've got a foul now, so we've put them in the bonus. The next foul is a bonus. You mean you can go for a quick steal with no time going off the clock, but if you don't get that immediately, you got a foul. You're down 5, and you've got to hope that they miss some free throws as you're coming in here. But it's with 33 seconds left, it's stacked against the Lady Cats. But quite frankly, it's been stacked against the Lady Cats all night long. Again, every facet of the ball game, we just have not been able to get things accomplished like we normally do, and a lot of that's to credit to Central.
Wilson gets the inbounds to Williams. Up to Brown. Brown's going to be fouled quickly by Carter. 29 seconds on the clock, and Brown will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, we tried to foul in the backcourt and didn't quite get it done as soon as we didn't get the steal.
Your Lady Cats beat Central by 10 back on January 24th. Currently have a 2-game lead in the conference standings over Central. But
Yes.
if you can keep the deficit
under
to
10,
less than 10, you'd still have the head-to-head. T gets the bucket, back down to 4.
That's our last timeout, I believe.
Another full timeout?
I don't know what they have left. Looks like 30 seconds.
Okay, well, we'll just keep it here.
Yeah, so to your point, though, I mean, it's now you got to start talking about, okay, you've lost potentially, if you lose this ball game, that's the first loss in conference. Central does have 2 losses. They lost to Conway by 10 at Central, and then they lost to North Little Rock. Central right now is in the number 2 spot, correct?
That's right.
And so your Lady Cats, they'd have to really, really stumble against one of the last 2 games, and they'll be heavily, heavily favored against Jonesboro. And then a good Bryant squad comes to town for the last game. So it's still, the thing about it is, even if you lose this, you get a chance to seal your own fate here. Got a foul here.
Johnson will foul Brown, 16.5 on the game clock.
Yeah, you've got your fate is in your hands still, even with a loss tonight if it happens. And that's the way you really want it, right? You want to be able to control your own destiny.
Onyango comes back on. Brown missed the first. Hits the second. Kick out to Bohannon. Bohannon's 3 is up. It will not go. Kitty Cats still unable to make a 3-point basket tonight.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Johnson almost got the steal. And Coach Marlon Williams wants a timeout.
Lady Cats are not even going to come off to see Coach at this point. They got, they'll have a lot of discussions to go. There's a lot of time, and if you're going to lose, if you're going to find a worse night to play, and you not knock down any threes, they're 0 for how many?
I think 0 for 18.
0 for 18, and shooting less than 50% from the free throw line. I would bet. Sustained foul trouble all night, and you're still in the ball game. Okay, there's a lot to take away. I mean,
you're kind of like, how?
Yeah. How are you still in the ball game? And it's through defense. Okay, so they played some really good defense. They've had some lapses down with some freebies down the court, but if you're going to play your worst game of the night and of the year, and by the way, this is their worst game of the year by far. Now's the time to do that. You don't want to do this during state tournament time, so get it out of the way. There'll be some hard conversations, and there'll be some looking in the mirror and all that stuff. That's okay.
They'll loft it in, get it to Brown. And Lady Cats will call off the pressure. Central Lady Tigers come into Buzz Bowling Arena and end what was an impressive win streak for your Conway Lady Cats, getting the 5-point win, 61-56. Consolation for your Lady Cats is they still have a 1-game lead over Central in the conference standings, and the tiebreaker over Central as well.
Yeah, it just a really overall tough night for the Lady Cats. They'll bounce back from this, but yeah, you go 0 for 18 from the 3-point line. You're not going to win many ball games. Tip of the hat to Central, though. They did exactly what they needed to do to win this ball game tonight.
We have the putt competition here after the game.
Did she get a hit again?
I think it was Jeff Harris and Sam Moore, I think.
Couldn't tell.
There on the putt. All right, hey, our player of the game tonight. Big game from the freshman. Tough matchup here for your Lady Cats against the Central Lady Tigers, but the freshman Coming up big, talking about Kylie Johnson. She finishes tonight with 15 points for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, she showed some real moxie down low, and you got to love the way that she plays the game. I mean, she plays hard all the time. Great outside shot. Didn't fall. The outside shot didn't fall for anybody tonight. So she worked it inside and created some opportunities for herself and for her team. So great job by the freshman. She's only going to get better, and she's real good right now.
All right, coming up next in our doubleheader, Conway Wampus Cats taking on the Central Tigers, both 4-5 in 6A Central play. So a monumental game for playoff seedings.
Big game.
It's coming up next for your Wampus Cats. First, you get a chance to hear from Coach Ben Lindsey. It's been almost 2 weeks since the Wampus Cats have played a game. We catch up with Coach Ben Lindsey after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Conway Regional Health System pregame show tipping off again here for Wampus Cat basketball. And joining us once again, head coach Ben Lindsey. Coach, it's been a long stretch since you've had a game. In fact, the last time we spoke almost 2 weeks ago was the last time that you guys had a game. Let's catch up, folks, since it's been a little bit. Your Wampus Cats took care of business against Cabot the last time they were on the court. I know it's been a while, but is there anything that stood out to you about that win?
Our effort and toughness was better. Attention to detail, a lot of things were better. It wasn't so much as a seismic shift in like, oh wow, like we're playing really well. We were just a little bit better in several areas, and it added up. And I think to me, that's how you win, being consistent. You know, people talk about whether it's your workout, your diet, whatever, be 1% better and each day. And that's what we try to do. And I think we were a little bit better in several areas against Cabot.
Coach, Levi talked about the break that you've had here. And so you've had some schedule things that you normally have to work through. Everybody has to work through that in the Central. But then you throw in snow days and kids being out of school. How do you keep the focus for, a 15 to 18-year-old young men? How do you keep their focus and geared up for this final push here?
It's not what we've gone through the last several days. It's not easy. I don't think there is a playbook on how to do that. Like the last 2 times that we've been together, one time was not good and one time was really good. When they're out of school, they're on their own schedule. I mean, kids nowadays with phones and PlayStations, Xbox, what have you, they're going to tell them what time they go to bed. And when they know and especially when they know they don't have to get up and go to school, or they're, and not even that, their whole day routine has just been disrupted. I know how I am when my routine's messed up. And so, man, it's been tough, but, everybody's in the same boat. That's what I like about, at least with this conference, as opposed to some other places I've been, whether you're coaching in college and dealing with other parts of the country, or you're in a conference in high school that's more spread out. Everybody is not always in the same boat. At least now, for the most part, like, yeah, we're dealing with it, but so are the people we're playing. So we're back in school this morning. At the time of this recording, had a delayed start, and so at least we'll have somewhat of a normal routine today for the game.
Coach, you've got 3 games left in the regular season. Your team has secured a playoff berth, so that's good news. But where exactly you're going to fall in the seeding is yet to be determined based on these next 2 weeks. Lay all that aside, what are you focused on as you get ready to host Central tonight?
Yeah, so Central tonight, that they are a tough matchup for us. People, certain teams, despite whatever do you think other teams' overall talent might be, it's like what I tell everybody with the NCAA tournament every year. It comes down to matchups for the most part. The best team isn't always the national champion. It's the matchups they have on the road to get there. Central has so many guys that can move their feet and can shoot the ball. It's hard for us to defend them. When they put us in ball screens or get us in space, there's several different ways you can guard a ball screen, whether you want to hedge it or drop coverage and ice it, or whether you want to switch it. You can hedge it different ways also. And those are all tough for us with them. And I think tonight we're going to start out trying to switch those ball screens, and that may burn us, but we give up too much room. There's too much room for them to throw out to shooters when we're hedging and tagging ball screens with them. And when we run out on them real hard, they go around us. It puts us in, it's a bad matchup for us as far as defensively. So we've got to do a good job of trying to slow them down a little bit, not only in the half court, but they ate us up in transition over at Central. They really got the ball out and passed it up the floor very, very quickly. So we have to do a much better job tonight against that.
It's Conway head coach Ben Lindsey and his Wampus Cats tipping off with Central here in just a few minutes on Conway Corp. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Tonight at Buzz Bowling Arena, I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and your Conway Wampus Cats set to play host to Little Rock Central. There's a logjam at the bottom of the 6A Central. Southwest, who's off tonight with a conference record of 4-6. Your Wampus Cats and Central facing off tonight, both 4-5 in conference play. So that 4, 5, and 6 seeds down at the bottom. Nothing's really been decided here with 3 games left for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, everything's still on the table. Everything's still on the line for your Wampus Cats. A far cry from where we were last year at this time. And so there's a lot of good things that can happen. We're sealed for the playoffs. That's the good news. But, yeah, you want to improve if you can, or at least stay where you are, which is right now the number 5, right?
Well, and you just don't know what it's going to end up being. Is Conway going to play on Tuesday in the first week of March? Are they going to play on Wednesday? We don't know. We don't know. But tonight will go a long way in deciding where that's going to end up. They do have a half-game lead over Southwest and the head-to-head advantage over Southwest. So you feel good about it. Would be difficult for them to fall to 6. Southwest would have to maybe get an upset. They've got 2 games remaining.
They're tough games too.
To jump ahead of your Wampus Cats in the seeding. So the 5 seed feels pretty certain maybe, but
they don't know.
Maybe could climb up to 4. And I think technically they have the head-to-head over North Little Rock, too, if they could somehow catch up with them in the standings.
I think they do, and I know Ben doesn't want to talk about that. One thing, though, that Ben talked about for tonight is something that he saw at Central that he just recognizes it is what it is, and that was it's a matchup problem for your Wampus Cats. So they have to overcome, just like the Lady Cats. I mean, I got to be able to turn the page, and I'm too old to turn the page so quickly. It's 10 minutes since the last one. But you have to overcome the obvious disadvantages that we have with them. And it starts with guys like Jamal Holden being able to do the things that he does inside. You got to hope that you see that. And if we can get some threes, which we didn't have in the first game, if we can knock down a few threes, maybe it opens up some things for your Wampus Cats.
If you listen to the coaches show, you got to hear Coach Lindsey say it's a matchup problem for your Wampus Cats. And all I could think about was Central's been a matchup problem for the Wampus Cats for this entire decade.
Yeah, it seems like it. The only thing that they shared in common was they are co-champions of what year it was?
2020.
So of the state 6A state basketball championship, they won that in the COVID year. But really beyond that, Central has had our number, and they've had better athletes, better everything. I will say this though, that your Wampus Cats, and this is without Kennard Turner, have played some really good basketball. They are fun to watch. They give themselves a chance in almost every ball game. They've had a couple of bubbles here and there, but they're in every ball game. This is the kind of team. Somebody else was asking me this, and I said, you know what, I don't know that you want to play Conway when you get in the tournament.
Oh man!
Because
can you imagine?
They can do some damage. So
as
good team.
As a 5 seed, and you got Jamal Holden in the middle just causing problems.
He's a problem. I don't care who you are. He's going to be a problem. He is really, you think, okay, with some talent differences that maybe they don't have a big guy that can play in the middle like that. This guy plays great against anybody that he's played against. I hope I don't jinx him there, but he has really been outstanding this year, and we've gotten some great contribution from all across the board from the team. So, they're just fun to watch. Ben Lindsey, he's not used to being in the bottom of the conference, trying to look his way up, but he's got to start somewhere, and he's got his guys playing really well.
Well, he's got them trending in the right direction for sure. So big conference matchup with playoff seedings on the line. Turn it over to Alan Williams for the starting lineups.
And your Conway Wampus Cats. Let's meet our visitors for tonight. Their starters are at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 4, C.J. King. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 5, Trey Stewart. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 31, Dalen Thomas. Also at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 32, Luke Moore. And at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 35, Clay Blair. Head coach for the Central Tigers is Shelby Lewis. Now, let's meet your Conway Wampus Cat starters for tonight. They are at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Xavion Smiley. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Zay Patrick. And at forward, a 6'5" sophomore, number 11, Eli Cullum. At guard, a 6'2" sophomore, number 15, K.J. Johnson. And at forward, a 6'6" sophomore, number 25, Jamal Holden. Head coach for the Wampus Cats is Ben Lindsey.
Your Wampus Cats starting 4 sophomores tonight.
Wow, I mean, the youth has made its presence known. This is a lot of sophomores.
Now
wow.
you think about Central, defending state champs, have Shelby Lewis in his first year as the head coach. He's been at Central more than just this
for a
year.
while,
but,
yeah.
But really, you look at the starting lineups for them, and Luke Moore is the only name that really stands out as one of the key contributors for that team a year ago.
Yeah, it's I mean, both sides of the ball, you're right. Both teams, a lot of changes in terms of who's on the court. This is an interesting thing with the youth of Conway and how they're going to match up against Central, who starts out in a zone defense.
KJ over to Column. Xavion almost pulled up, feeds it down to Jamal Holden. Can't get the touch off the rim, ends up with it.
Oh, no.
Off the glass won't go. They're going to say on the lines, out of bounds on Central.
What is it with the basket tonight? This is
I don't know.
ridiculous.
We need to get some kind of structural
There's something
engineering
going
here.
on it. Somebody talk to Hughes.
It's been something.
Yeah, it's been hard. Any baskets have just been an absolute premium. Just cannot get them to go.
Central's first offensive possession. And I talked about him, Luke Moore.
Yep.
Sinks a three.
Good player there. That was a silky smooth J.
Xavier Smiley answers right back.
All right, that's a little bit better. The first three for the Wampus Cats tonight.
That was rough, Tim.
I'm sorry.
Jamal Holden.
It's a little bit of a foul. Thank you.
Finally gets the call. Whistle's happening a little earlier in this game as well. I'm not bitter.
I'm trying not to be bitter.
I've moved on.
Hey, they've got a tough job. Don't get me wrong. They got a tough job, but I'm still not quite. I needed about an hour and a half to get past this.
In these games, they just start so soon.
They stack up. That's right. Well, Xavier Smiley has been fantastic since coming back. Surprisingly, coming back from a knee injury. He's coming back really quick. Oh, come on.
Call the offensive foul. Just enough of the extension with the arm, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And I don't think Ben agrees either. So,
Coach Ben Lindsey saw how the first game went, and he's starting sitting down.
Yeah, that's not his normal position, by the way. He's going to just try to maintain his cool.
King tried to get it inside. Jamal Holden got a hand on it somehow.
Block.
Thomas ended up with it. They'll pull it out. Three-pointer up from Blair. Collum. Tangled up with Trey Stewart. Jump ball. Possession stays with Central.
Yeah, they did the same thing that we did with Central in the tip in the girls' game. Just we didn't even try to tip. They just gave it to Jamal and said, "Y'all get yours."
Yeah, that was funny. An easy bucket there from Blair. And Central with the lead. St. Patrick's trying to get the offense going. Forces the issue himself, draws the foul on Luke Moore.
Good quick move there. That is two quick fouls on Central. They need to get it in.
KJ's shot is up on the baseline. That's silky smooth.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. That's a tough shot right there. You don't ever even try those in around the world. You just kind of shoot them. Wampus Cats staying in their man defense. That's kind of what they hang their hat on defensively. Good block from the backside. There's that Collum on the backside.
Getting his second straight start tonight.
Very athletic kid. And he can shoot it. And boy, you're talking about somebody that can get off the floor. He can fly.
St. Patrick got in the lane, worked through a lot of contact. It'll be a jump ball. Coach Lindsey up off the bench now.
How's that not a foul? But it wasn't.
Jamal Holden over to KJ.
Back it up, reset.
Smiley's three is up. Smiley sinks it. Second three of the game for Xavier Smiley.
Boy, that J is looking silky smooth.
Central on the other end.
Got to run out.
Zay up to Smiley. Got his man up in the air. 8 points for Xavier Smiley here in the first quarter.
Leading the team as a senior does. Senior and 4 sophomores, and he is playing the role. Needed a little bit more frontage there defensively on the baseline.
Blair has 4 for Central. KJ, they get the feed into him. Shot off the back of the rim. Jamal Holland tried to save it. It ends up in Moore's hands.
Good cutoff defense there.
Thomas, short jumper will fall.
Yeah, Jamal had not made it back to the court yet, so no interior presence for the block shot, so he took advantage of it. Wampus Cats slowing it down.
It's been a fairly quick first quarter so far. Smiley puts another three up. Oh, man, that almost went.
That looked good. Good release. He's got a good release on it.
Kick out to Moore. Man, Luke Moore. Deadly.
Yeah, didn't even have a hand in his face that time. We didn't get back and transition over to it. He had an easy J after the kick out. Trying to get it to Jamal inside.
St. Patrick puts up a three, hand in his face, knocks it down.
Yeah, a good confident stroke that time by Zay. Wampus Cats hanging in that man. Good job by Xavion. Flying out, breaking through the screen.
Thomas keeps it.
Good move.
Gets in the lane and got the touch off the glass.
That was a great move. If you don't have any backside help there, that's just that's too easy.
Central back up by one. Zay found a little bit of a seam. They kick it out. Smiley's three is up. Bangs off the front of the rim. KJ got an offensive rebound. The putback won't go.
Yeah, good rebound there. Just got to finish.
Blair feeds it down inside. Blocked by Smiley. And it's Conway basketball. Gavin Holman and Jacob Marshall check in for Central.
No changes yet for the Wampus Cats. The starters have played the full.
Trey Hope checks in as well, so Central going to three reserves from the bench.
Yeah, this, to your point, it's been a fast quarter, so no subs yet for the Wampus Cats. Just one foul. 3 fouls total in the first quarter.
KJ kicks out to Zay Patrick. Zay hits a three.
Good looking stroke. They didn't jump out, and he sunk it.
That's his second.
Nice.
4 threes here in the first quarter for your Wampus Cats. More turnaround jumper won't go.
Good rebound on the floor.
KJ gets it over to Zay. Zay flashing the speed off the glass. What a lay-in.
Boy, what a quarter by Xavion and Zay. Zay.
Blair's three is blocked. Jamal Holden over to Smiley.
Smart play. They were set for the pick there.
J.C. Schulman will check in at the next dead ball. Smiley gets
move.
in the lane, almost
move.
gets it to go. He'll go to the line for 2.
That was a great move. Created the contact with a spin move.
I mean, we haven't had really any break in action here in the first quarter.
First free throws of the game right here?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, kind of leaned into that free throw. Just set your feet, take a good deep breath.
Schulman is checking in for Smiley. Smiley makes the second. He'll get a rest.
Great quarter for Xavion.
9 points.
9 points in the quarter. Nice.
And it's a 5-point lead for your Wampus Cats. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
This is the guy you don't want to get a clean look right here. So you got to watch on the switch. Good cut through that time by Zay.
King backing it down. Blocked by Holden. KJ over to Holden. Up to Collum, off the glass. 21 points for your Wampus Cats here in the first quarter.
Great pass by Holden and a great athletic move by Collum. That was great at the basket. Nice finish.
5 seconds. Luke Moore, long two, in and out. And your Wampus Cats playing a up-tempo first quarter. And they've got a 7-point lead as we head to the second, coming up next on Conway Corp.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on.
Well, that's the best first quarter I've seen from your Wampus Cats all year.
Absolutely is, and they're doing it from all spots on the floor. They're doing it defensively. They're making great shots in creative positions, and then they're knocking down the threes. It's just a really, really good start by your Wampus Cats.
4 threes in the first quarter, 2 from Xavion Smiley, 2 from Zay Patrick, and it's 9 and 8 points for those two.
Yeah, oh man, Zay working it over. So you got Smiley starting on the bench to start the second quarter. Okay, cool. Schulman's in, a.k.a. Larry Bird, with a 33. He has a 33. He has the number as well.
Yeah.
That's the only replacement so far. And, you know, they're trying to protect Xavion and as he works his way back into great health. So good opportunity for him to get a little rest here.
Thomas made a great move. Ends up with the ball. A second chance here for Central. Moore's three is up, in and out. Moore chasing it down again. Third chance. Gets it to go that time.
Too many chances there. Got to rebound a little bit better. Knocked it around a little bit.
Conway and Central, both teams 4 and 5 in 6A Central play. Zay puts another three up. That one off the mark. KJ had his hands on it. It'll end up with the Tigers.
All right.
That's Marshall. He loses control. Who touched it last? It'll be off Marshall. Conway basketball.
Yeah, great job by Jamal, just kind of creating a little bit of chaos there when he came in a little out of control. Ball got away from him, and Jamal knocked it off of Central.
KJ.
Call an
offensive foul on Collum.
Yeah, screen. First foul on the Wampus Cats here in the second quarter. No fouls yet for Central. Still in the man. Got to watch the switch. Good job there.
Give it back to Moore. Moore. Man. What a move.
Yeah, very quick. Went to the left hand inside the lane. He's the danger.
Try to get it over to Schulman, and errant pass leads to a quick turnover. Central back with the ball.
Yeah, 2 baskets for Central this quarter. None yet for your Wampus Cats. 7-point lead dwindled to 3 now.
Moore gets in the paint again. Was going to kick it out, but draws the foul. Call it on Zay Patrick.
Nobody in, knock on wood, nobody in real foul trouble yet for your Wampus Cats, but that guy there, and then we got to get some rebounds. It's twice they've knocked it out.
And the floater goes down for Gavin Holman.
Well, they've done a great job of, if they're not getting the first chance on the rebound, they're knocking it out and creating some separation.
St. Patrick His shot was blocked.
Into him.
So it's out on your Wampus Cats.
Great start for Central here in the second quarter. And obviously not so much for your Wampus Cats. Xavier Smiley getting ready to check back in, coming in for Zay Patrick.
Central on a 6-0 run to start the second quarter has cut it down to 1. Luke Moore doing Luke Moore things. Rebound by Thomas. The putback gives Central the lead.
Wow, I mean, they 8-0 run here to start the second quarter.
Smiley steps into the 3. Just off the mark. And a quick possession for Conway.
Yeah, they've gone ice cold. A hot start in the first quarter has not transitioned into the second quarter now.
Thomas backing down KJ Hill. Turn around off the glass, in and out. Smiley brings it up for your Wampus Cats.
You know, they really have not effectively gotten the ball into.
Schulman's 3 was up with no hesitation.
Yeah, they're just not finding Jamal Holden right now. They're going to figure out that.
3 up on the other end, in and out for Central. CJ King, offensive rebound. Second chance here for Central. Kick out over to Marshall. His 3 is up, and it's in. Man, oh man, the run continues for the Tigers. Conway still yet to score here in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Well, I had said that was the best first quarter I'd seen from Conway all year. That's still true. But this is nowhere near the best second quarter I've seen so far.
No, it's been the antithesis. It's been absolutely, as soon as the buzzer sounded to end the quarter, it's been all Central.
It's a rough second quarter for the Lady Cats as well. Yeah. It's been an 11-0 run for Central to start the second quarter.
And again, they're doing a great job. Their size is not there to stop Holden. We just not found him.
Three-pointer won't go from Sullivan. Holden got a rebound. His put-back attempt won't fall. And Conway, a third chance here. Smiley just fearless.
Yeah, and he did a great job there after the contact. Really no real position to put up a shot, and got the shot off, and so they're going to give him 2. Zay Patrick going to come back into the ball game now. Jamal just had a tough start. No points yet. No points.
Well, and really hasn't had many opportunities.
Now, they've been putbacks, so still no points. So Zay's coming in for Cullum. Wampus Cats need something to break the ice here. As hot as they were in the first, they've been that cold in the second.
Smiley misses them both.
Man. Three free throws have been tough tonight for the Wampus Cat program.
Get it back in the hands of Moore.
I mean, the good news is you've given up an 11-0 run. That's the bad news, actually. The good news is, unless you reverse that, the good news is you're only down 4. You get a chance here to stop the bleeding if you don't let him shoot.
They get it down to Moore and on the baseline.
You just can't let him shoot.
Man, Luke Moore with 12.
So this is the case where you have just a great start, and Central has put up the pressure, turned up the pressure, and we have not responded. That's, again, 4 sophomores 4 sophomores started, and so you've got some growing up to do. And when a team like Central, who can absolutely do it, turns the pressure up, you've got to find a way to fight through that and still play the game like you know how to play it. Got to get it in.
Finds Jace Sullivan. Jace gets in the paint. They'll call the block on Marshall.
Second foul on Central this quarter.
I got real nervous. The head of steam that Jace got going.
Well, he tried to avoid the contact, and I think that's what gave him the grace on the foul.
I can't talk about it. Conway on the board here in the second quarter.
5-minute drought. A 5-minute drought.
I'm starting to get worried that it might not happen.
That it was never going to go. Oh, see.
Oh, man.
I thought that was going to be out on them, but oh well.
Thomas and King check back in. Central deep.
Both teams ran a lot of players at the Wampus Cats tonight.
Down to Moore. He just finds the spot. Seemingly every time.
It's grown to a 7-point lead. They entered down 7. 14-point swing here in the second quarter. Amazing.
When you say it like that.
It makes it feel worse, doesn't it?
A lot worse.
Yeah, that's a good spot there.
Let's skip it over to Zay. Zay's 3 is up. A little too long. It's off King. It'll stay here with your Wampus Cats.
Just got to go up quickly with that. If you feel it, got to go. You don't hesitate and double clutch.
Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock is at 13.
Went off the knee of Central. There you go.
Get it to Jamal.
Midi.
Jamal near the free throw line. He creates so much distance just with the length. Fallback jumper, I mean, I don't know how you could block it. I just don't think it's possible.
Well, and he didn't block it. What he did was he got the elbow. And so.
Yeah, I mean, it seems futile.
why are you swatting it? Yeah. Follow away jumper from the tallest guy on the floor, and he's got such a great mid-range jumper. I love watching him play. He can, the only thing he doesn't really have a lot of is the three-point shot, but he's working through that. But he does everything well, and he's a smart player. He seems to understand the game greater than the sophomore year that he is. Maybe that's from playing last year as a freshman. Maybe that helped him build some of that. Good block.
Collin blocks it from behind. But, of course, Central ends up with it.
That's amazing.
Got over Sullivan and Holden for the bucket there.
I've seen enough breaks go one way tonight.
KJ's show it won't go. Jamal Holden there with the putback. Conway just missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to take. Have we made a basket? We've not made a basket.
It's all free throws, I believe, yeah.
3 free throws.
Luke Moore with the crossover shot. Errant.
Finally missed one.
Zay Patrick using the speed to force the issue on the other end.
I think you're going to call it on the floor.
That's the 4th team foul against Central. Get it into Column. Kicks it out to KJ. Foul on the floor, but that'll send KJ Hill to the free throw line.
That is the 5th team foul. You're right. It's hard for me to say that puts them in the 1-and-1, but because there is no such.
I know. It's
hard.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I mean, you live your whole life one way, and then bam, they just take it away from you. Rule changes.
Yeah. Also is what's difficult is missed free throws. What are we?
I don't know if I have
We'll mark us down for 2 misses.
the latest numbers.
I won't want to see them when you have them.
It's not good. Called goaltending on column.
I don't know that I've ever seen such a dramatic change in
KJ, put back won't go.
Oh my gosh.
Luke Moore, his shot won't go on the other end either. A lot of things going on right now.
And none of them good for Conway.
A lot of chaos.
Nothing good for Conway at this point. Just 3 points now for your Wampus Cats here in the second period. All 3 free throws, no field goals in the second quarter.
It's almost impossible, but it's happening.
Almost.
We'll take a timeout as well.
Why don't we?
We'll sort things out when we come back here on Conway Corp.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, we put all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Think better.
Back live here at Buzz Bowling Arena. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's been a 19-3 run for Central. They started the quarter 11-0. Wiped out a 7-point lead. They leave Luke Moore alone, and somehow he doesn't make them pay. Zay kicks it to KJ. KJ makes his move. And the floater won't go.
Oh,
Gets
good.
a steal. And the lay-in. First field goal of the second quarter for Conway.
With 15 seconds left in the quarter. Wow. I can't hardly believe we're only down 7. Hopefully they don't get this one to go.
Kick it out to King. His 3 is up. And he hits it at the buzzer. It's a 10-point lead for Central as they head into the locker room here at the half. Conway led by 7 at the end of 1, and they trail by 10 at the end of 2.
Well, I mean, it's, again, everything that really could go wrong there. One basket, and it was off of a backcourt steal, 3 free throws. And, yeah, I mean, you're down 10.
We'll have our half-court shot competition here at halftime. Max Owen, the male representative.
Court shot. First up will be Max Owens. Nope.
No. Guess you are. What about ladies first?
Actually, first up is going to be go Allie. We'll go Allie Foster.
Okay,
Girls
Allie
first.
Foster.
She's like, I'm not Emery Bohannon.
I'm not going to shoot from the. Oh, hey.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
That's pretty good.
Close.
Max is a quarterback, you know. He's got some quarterback in him.
Oh, so
Max.
close. Let's give them a big round of applause and a big thanks again to Crane Key of
Wow.
Conway for supporting our community.
Man.
That's good, too. Good
I
two
mean,
attempts.
could we go back-to-back, you know?
Not tonight, we're not.
Not tonight.
No, it's not tonight
Yeah.
for it. Sorry, Max.
No threes.
Sorry, Allie.
No threes in the first game tonight. But we've had some here in the second game.
Yeah. In the first quarter.
In the first quarter, yeah. None in the second quarter.
Yeah.
It's been a difficult night.
Man.
We're going to take a break here at the half, about 8 minutes away from the start of the second half. Take a little break here and then get back into things. Hopefully, a break here will help out your Wampus Cats.
Didn't help in the first quarter. Let's try the second half.
All right, Conway Regional Health System halftime show coming up now here on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Hi, my name is Dr. Austin Cole. I'm an orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine. Work here at Cosmic, or Conway Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center. After I did medical school in Little Rock, went over to South Carolina for 5 years, so a general orthopedic surgery residency. But there also, I sought that out because of the sports medicine experience. So with Stedman Hawkins, kind of a big name there, as well as working with Clemson Athletics. After that, I went to Kansas City for sports medicine fellowship. There I partook with care of Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Royals, KU Athletics, learned up-to-date techniques. So what motivated me to return to Conway is that I grew up here. I actually played football here at Conway High, and I do have family in medicine, so I always kind of thought about being a physician. That was a lot of my impetus to become an orthopedic surgeon and in sports medicine. With sports medicine, one aspect is we do a lot of stuff outside the clinic, outside the OR. We cover different sporting events around training room and help athletes get better from simple sprains or tendon injuries, muscle injuries. And so I think I'm bringing some unique ideas and techniques with my experience with the various professional collegiate athletics. I always had in my mind that I wanted to bring what I learned and that expertise back to this area and then just care for the community, the people, and the city that I love so much. What I'm most excited about working with the team here is I think the impact they've already made on the community and continue to make. All these providers at Conway Regional Health System are in it for the right reasons. They genuinely care about patient health, and so I don't think you can get that in many other places.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp. Always on.
A typical day off? Oh goodness, well, I spend a lot of time with plants. I'm a huge houseplant person, so I do spend a lot of time in my shed working on my plants. I also have dogs, and I have children too, but they're grown and so they're gone. But I have dogs. I spend time with my dogs and my partner, and yeah. 10-year-old me wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah, I talk a lot, which is probably why I ended up in customer service. But yeah, becoming a lawyer did not happen for me, so this is where I am. I work 10-hour days, so I start at 8 a.m. and work until 7 p.m. Yeah. But I get an extra day off during the week, so yeah.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Back live here on Conway. Hey, there's Maggie.
Hey, Mag.
And there's Coach D. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like I'm staring into the void, into the void as well.
Man.
Yeah, man. What a difficult night it's been.
It's
for our Conway faithful so far.
Yeah.
Great first quarter for your Wampus Cats, and then a not great second quarter.
Yeah, so basically the amount of quarters of basketball that have been really good for the Wampus Cats tonight. One. One
of 6.
Yeah, so
which is about what the free throw shooting has looked like as well.
So, yeah. There's still, I mean, again, even with all that, just being down 10 is actually pretty good. We said the same thing in the Lady Cats game as well when we were down.
Yeah, somehow.
After all that stuff, you lose. What did we even lose by? I don't even know. But it doesn't matter because it wasn't 10.
I think 5 was the final, yeah.
So the thing about it is that in this game, and you started 4 sophomores, 1 senior, and you played great, play out of your mind. Well, maybe you took your eye off of it just a little bit. Maybe you lost a little bit of that edge that you started the ball game with, and Central made you pay. All right, so that was a tough quarter. In the locker room, I mean, you got to guess Ben Lindsey is really talking about, what happened to you guys? Where'd you go? And we need to see the first quarter team again. Central is saying the opposite. Hey, forget the first quarter. The second quarter is exactly what we want. So it may be, you've got an uphill battle now. You're down 10. You got to really make some things happen.
Xavion Smiley, 9 points, but all of that came in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Same for Zay Patrick. I think all of his 8 points came in the first quarter.
It's great. All of our points came in. Listen, let's talk about it. We had 1 field goal in the second quarter, and how many free throws did we make?
3 free throws.
3 free throws. So we had 5 points in the second period, as opposed to Central, who put up 22. So, yeah. Hey, again, young kids trying to make their way through this game, and they'll figure it out. There are going to be some growing pains. Hopefully it was just a quarter of growing pains. But
I remember there were times in 2017 and 2018. I remember those teams, those Wampus Cat teams, doing things like this where they'd have like a 2-point quarter.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating.
Yeah.
But then, in 2019, they made it to the semifinals. And then 2020, they made it to the finals. So it's growing pains right now, which is never fun to have to deal with, but it's part of it.
I hate it. It's frustrating for everybody. There you go. Get the ball into that guy.
Turnaround jumper just won't go. Good idea though.
Yeah, I like the way that just got to complete the process. But that's a great opening shot. Just got to knock him down. Good switch.
Blair, nice feed to Luke Moore, but rejected by Holden. A wise decision by Moore as he hands off to Thomas. Yeah. Thomas got the bucket.
Almost every loose ball has gone Central's way, and that's because they're aggressive and they're fighting for it. Not that we're not. We're not getting the right spot for that loose ball. Baby hook, no.
KJ kicks it over to Zay. Zay,
there we go.
Feeds it down to Collum. Good job by Collum. Soft touch at the rim and drew the foul as well.
Yeah, again, really athletic kid here who can really get off the floor, had good position, got him on his backside, created the contact, and got the little drop in to go.
This is the free throw. Your Wampus Cats 4 for 11 at the free throw line.
Oh, man.
Luke Moore, three-pointer is up. He's got 19 points.
Yeah, all he needs is a little space, and sometimes really doesn't even need that.
Smiley gets it inside to Holden. Holden at the elbow. Wampus Cats fighting for a rebound. It ends up in Zay's hands. His putback won't go. Central running out with numbers. The lay-in by Trace Stewart. A 15-point lead for the Central Tigers as they've started quarter number 3 right where they left off at the end of the first half. We'll take a break here on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than just exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends.
With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
Well, no bueno here to start quarter number 3, 7-2 run for the Tigers.
Got to keep playing. I mean, it's one of those things where you just got to play through it and run what you need to run. That's not the good start.
Thomas gets the steal, kicks it over to King. King back to Thomas. And in comes Trace Stewart. He's got 4 points here in the third quarter. All of his points come in here in the third quarter. Zay almost lost it. Gets it down to Cullum. Cullum slams it home.
A little chaotic there, but got the ball inside where it needed to go. Tell you, the guy can jump. He can really get off the floor. That felt good. It's just
Luke Moore's 3 is short, but Stewart chases down the rebound.
Wow. Don't let him out there. Don't let him shoot that. 15-point lead. Feels like 40.
Holden got in there, almost got a steal. King draws the contact from Zay Patrick.
A lot to learn tonight. I mean, there's some things like the pursuit of a ball after a rebound, when it gets on the floor. Got to go hard there. Know your responsibility and stay within that. Don't try to do too much yourself. When the heat turns up against you, respond and really work through that. It's not going to, I mean, it came easy in the first quarter. It seemed like it came easy. And things have been very much difficult since that time.
Luke Moore steps in front of the pass. And Zay Patrick going to get called for the foul. It's
his third.
Two quick fouls against Zay here in the third quarter. And like you said, he's got 3. Coach Lindsey, man.
Yeah, no, I feel for him. Nothing is, literally nothing going right at all since the first quarter. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it just Central being playing with a lot of heart and speed, making it difficult, hitting the open shots, getting loose balls, all that stuff.
Lead up to 18 now for Central. Jace pulls up for 3, short. Zay Patrick with the rebound. Another chance here for Conway.
Trying to get down to Jamal. Good.
Over to Collum. Kick it out to KJ. KJ draws the foul. Off King.
Still working hard. I mean, they're not lacking effort at all. I mean, you got to respect that. Conway has just absolutely struggled since the start of the second period. It's extended well into the third period here, but they're not. It's not because of effort. It's just execution.
5-second call on your Wampus Cats. Three ball is up, it's short. Zay Patrick getting in there at good position for the rebound, draws the foul. Wampus Cats need a bucket. KJ got just enough of the edge, draws the foul. That is Trey Hope. His second.
We'll be in the bonus for the next foul. That's some good news. Got to get it in.
The inbounds have been challenging tonight. KJ just short at the rim.
Tough look at the basket. Was right there.
Holman gives it to Moore. They'll reset.
Central okay to run some clock, absolutely. Up 18 in the third quarter.
Moore, nice feed inside to Hope, and Hope makes it a 20-point lead. Sullivan's three's up. It's short.
Travel. One thing about basketball is you've got to put the ball on the floor if you're going to take more than a couple of steps. It's illegal at that point.
As someone whose brain moves faster than his body, I understand.
Well,
Jamal Holden. There we go.
first basket of the night for Jamal.
Now, he's got 4. But first field goal?
I'm sorry, first field goal. Yeah, 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Oh, almost came off the floor there. Not quite.
Stewart made a nice move. Great defensive effort for your Wampus Cats, but the second effort for Central is rewarded.
Yeah, good block. And went straight into the hands of Central, and they get the basket and the foul. Nice. Sure. Absolutely. Why not? Roll it in.
The bounce makes it a 21-point lead. KJ almost lost control there.
Skip it down low.
Sullivan. Shot just not going tonight for Conway. Stewart stripped on the other end. It'll stay here with Central.
Opportunity for Central to take another easy basket, and good defensive recovery there for your Wampus Cats.
Luke Moore kicks it out. They find Holman. And things just keep going Central's way.
Yeah, the season that Holden's had, that's been a block every shot. Missed it there and connected on the basket, man. Just everything going wrong.
Another 3 attempted for your Wampus Cats, and it just won't go. Stewart. And Central playing aggressive here in the third, extends it to 25 points. Wampus Cats have scored 11 points in the last 2 quarters.
Absolute shutdown by Central, and then we just cannot buy a basket. And really, to be honest, we've not had many clean looks. Looks we've had, we've just missed.
Schulman, 3 is up. Rattles off, long rebound for Patrick. Smiley puts up a 3. KJ, the tip in. Luke Moore just leveled. KJ, what's the call there?
He called a flop. Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. He just plowed over him. Yeah, that guy's good. Just silky smooth.
25-point lead for the Tigers. We'll head to the final quarter coming up next on Conway Corp.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
As we come back here in Buzz Bowling Arena, I'm going to try and get a look at this flop call.
Yeah, I've not seen a flop called at a high school game yet, so this was the first one, so here you go. Yeah. I mean, yeah, not a flop. Watch this. Boom. With the shiver in the form. I mean, it's just a missed call. I mean,
wow.
It is what it is.
A flop.
Yeah, that's a flop.
That call was a flop.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
That call was a flop.
I'm not trying to be bitter, but that was just bad.
You just missed, yeah. Just missed. But we have not really, to be honest, we've not earned a good call.
Fair enough.
I mean,
fair enough.
We've not played well, and we're not going to get any calls.
Thomas doesn't get the bucket, but man, what an effort. Stolen away by Blair. Over to Moore, because Moore needs more. He needs more points. 25 now for Luke Moore.
He's the dude.
And stolen away. Thomas brings it down. The travel called. You get the feeling like Central's trying to get it to 30, and then we might see the quick hook.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean,
get a running clock.
Starters, a lot of starters still in.
Yeah. We would probably do the same thing if we were in the other position, so I agree. A couple of good tip-ins by KJ.
And he's got 8.
Really flying to the basket.
Almost got the steal. Moore gets it down inside to Holman. And who's the foul going to be called on? KJ. Back up to 26. A miss on the second free throw. Wampus Cats just trying to get some good possessions going here. Over to Smiley, 3 is up. Man. Doesn't get the bounce. And Holman has made an impact here in the second half.
Yeah, they're good in space. Got the ball out of there very quickly up the floor. Didn't get back to rally the troops.
Shulman's 3 is up. Smiley right there.
I'll be honest with you. I think really, truly, the only baskets we've scored here lately has been putbacks or tip-ins. I don't know that we've actually made like a shot.
KJ with the steal. Feeds up to Smiley. Bucket won't fall. Got some conversation going on here between both players. Smiley saying
he didn't say anything, but I guess he did.
So they've only called the technical on King so far.
So what they're going to do, they're going to offset the technicals, looks like, and they're just going to shoot the
free
two-point
throws.
shots.
Okay. Okay, so the technical was on Zay Patrick.
Zay Patrick.
Well, they've kept it from getting to 30. I'll say that.
That's a broad outlook.
I mean, it got real close. It was 28.
They've played hard. I mean, but you got to give Central all the credit in the world. They've just done everything that they needed to do to get this thing to that spot.
I'm kind of surprised though, but I mean, why is Luke Moore still in the game? I don't really get it, but hey, I mean, I'm not a coach.
It is what it is.
Nice feed inside to Jamal, and Jamal, he's got 6. 3 in and out. Trey Hope came in for the rebound, draws the foul. It's called on Shulman.
That's the 4th foul, so Central in the bonus now after this, on the next foul.
Luke Moore, guarded by Holden. Blair, stripped away by Smiley. It ends up in Sullivan's hands. KJ has the 3. Holden fighting for a rebound, and he's pushed down.
Come on. That's a 2-hand shove in the back.
pushed to the floor by Blair.
That is a two-hand shove in the back.
I don't get it. I don't know. They're gonna consult here.
I mean, that was really intentional. Yeah.
Okay.
He got some help from the other guy because, I mean, that was absolutely intentional.
Well, that's a time where you see a crew conferring and getting it right.
Yeah, that was a better job there. He was not going to call an intentional foul, but he was not in the position necessarily to see the push from behind, so he got help from the backside official who saw it. So.
Inbound to KJ. KJ getting in the paint, draws the foul and the bucket.
Good move to the basket by KJ that time, strong. And he's been doing that all night. He's got, what is that? It's 10 points for KJ. Make it 11.
.430 to play here in the game.
Well, hey, they got it under 20.
Got it down to 19, yeah.
I mean.
It was at 28 at one point.
Yeah, so, and that, I mean, that's not even trying to be funny, but that's good effort. Great shot that time. I don't even know.
Trey,
I don't know. He just threw it up. But they're playing hard, and I say that to say they're still playing hard. And at this point, that's all you can really hope for is just some good execution and playing hard.
Fall away jumper on the baseline. That was sick.
Yeah, 10 points now for Jamal.
Thomas made a nice move, but couldn't get it to go. Marshall checks in for Luke Moore. I think that's going to do it for Luke Moore.
Yeah, might do his night.
Sullivan puts up the three. Man, rattles in and out. KJ ends up with it.
Man, he's done that all night. Yeah, he's having a great night.
13.
He is. He's done things around the basket. He's made some good shots, created contact, played good defensively. One foul, and he's played hard defensively all night. Just a good overall night for KJ. Just not enough tonight.
But hey, got it down to 17.
Oh, you spoke too soon.
Until then.
Way to go.
Man.
Thanks, Levi.
Well, okay. Schulman, can he answer?
Nope.
In and out. We need to have these these rims looked at. Dalen Thomas is on the floor, trying to get up. Nice job by Sullivan. Gets the bucket and the foul, and Thomas, I don't know if he's cramped up or what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like he's okay, but he's just trouble. Turned ankle, maybe.
Was lifting some boxes yesterday with my son, and I thought he had one end, and he didn't quite have it, and it just wrenched out of his hands and really tweaked my shoulder a little bit.
Come on, man.
I say all that to say I feel the pain.
Yeah.
On some level.
On some level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite any level relatable to them, but still.
Full court basketball not necessarily is. It's a walk. Shuffled his feet.
Marshall trying to pull it back. Stewart kicks out to Holman, and Holman hits a three. Holman, man, I don't know what his totals are up to now, but That'd be a double figures. Here he goes again. Man.
Good second half for him.
Stay here with your Wampus Cats. Some reserves coming in. Caleb Collum checking in. Ethan Grant. And Jackson Hooten. DeAnthius Dillon checking in as well. Jay Sullivan will stay on the floor.
I mean, so obviously a really disappointing night for your Wampus Cats.
So Sullivan sinks a three.
But it's actually even more bitter because you consider the first quarter.
Yeah.
And
a
how
7-point lead.
Yeah, and how well they played, both sides of the ball, and it just turned off.
Grant gets it over to Hooten. Swing it to Sullivan. Final minute here tonight. Stolen away by Holman. Holman seems like a team favorite by his teammates. Hooten puts up a three. Just a little long. Stewart. Stolen away. Collins trying to feed it up to Grant. Pass just a little too much on it. Final 13 seconds. That'll do it here tonight for your Wampus Cats.
Just, again, 3 quarters of nothing like what it was in the first. And young guys, a lot of sophomores playing on this team. They've just got to, they'll take it and learn and try to get better for the next ball game. They still got a lot of basketball to play.
Central moves to 5-5 in 6A Central play. Now in sole possession of the 4 seed. Your Wampus Cats move to 4-6, tied with Southwest. But Conway with the head-to-head over the Griffins. So Conway in that 5 seed now. Take a look at our player of the game tonight. Let's talk about the lone senior starter for your Wampus Cats. Xavion Smiley had 9 points in the first half.
And he got him off to such a great start.
I think it was all in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was. But he had such a great impact there in that first quarter. When things were going well, it was because Xavion Smiley was rolling along with Zay Patrick, but he was filling it up and doing things on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Great night for Xavion, but just, again, not enough tonight.
Xavion finished with 12 points and 3 rebounds for your Wampus Cats. It's been a while, Tim, since we've had a night like tonight. A tough night for both the girls and the boys.
Yeah, it's frustrating for everybody involved, I can tell you. But it is, again, it is what it is. You want to really no impact necessarily for your boys in terms of their seeding, and we're more than likely no impact for the girls either.
Wampus Cats and your Lady Cats will be on the road on Tuesday, traveling to Jonesboro. And then they'll be back home Thursday, February 27th to finish out the regular season here at home against Bryant. We'll have that game for you live here on Conway Corp. He's Tim. I'm Levi on behalf of the entire 5 Sports crew. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you back here on Thursday.
Go Cats.